Next reader today is Tab Betts, and Tab is a prose writer, a poet, and also writes short film scripts and graphic novels. He's currently working on a graphic novel about the human face and our relationship with nature, and he's also writing a short film, but I think reading today from poetry. Tab Betts.
Okay, can everybody hear me all right? Yeah. Okay, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you everybody so much for raising the money for this and for supporting it, because it's a fantastic cause. I think that deserves a round of applause. Okay, yeah, so I come from Brighton. I work at the University of Sussex, but I've just come back from China where I lived for 8 years. My name's Tab Betts, and you can find more about me at iamtab.com. So, as I said, I've just come back from China, so the first poem, fittingly, is called Flight Path. It's a poem about it. Something strange happened today. I saw a plane flying overhead, leaving its bold brushstrokes on the blue. Except I was the plane, watching the panoply of my past experiences painted as a white stream of consciousness on the canvas of the sky. Learning laid out lengthways doesn't look like much, but as I zoomed in with my self-reflexive telescope, for are we not doomed to do so with our memories, I realised the strange coincidence of nature. That the surface of the clouds with their furrows, folds and fissures is like the surface of the brain. And the grey matter of a cloud is as transient as the billions of intersecting ice crystals that make up our memory. The fleeting string of liquid epiphanies that make up our mind to be the fluid mosaic of who we are. Then a voice, like engines through a blanket of sky, unravelled in a tone that was both deep and blue. What is your destination? What unknown passenger goes within you? This woke me up. I realised that all this time my head had been in the clouds. Then it came again, turbines murmuring like titanic peals of thunder. What invisible creature lurks within the cabin of your soul? What is your true and final goal? These words ringing in my mind, I put my hand on the controls, turned the key, and waited for the silence. Okay, the second poem I'm going to read is called Flies by Alice Oswald. Today is the day that the flies fall awake mid-sentence and lie stunned on the windowsill, shaking with speeches. Only it isn't speech, it is trembling sections of puzzlement that break off suddenly as if the questioner had been shot. This is one of those wordy days when they drop from their winter quarters in the curtains and sizzle as they fall, feeling like old cigarette butts called back to life, blown from the surface of some charred world. Somehow their wings, which are little more than dead flakes of skin, have carried them to this blackened, disembodied question. What dirt shall we visit today? What dirt shall we revisit? They lift their faces to the past and walk about a bit, trying out their broken thought machines, coming back with their used up words. There is a horrible trapped buzzing sound wherever we fly. It's going to be impossible to think clearly now until next winter. What should we, what dirt should we? The next poem I'm going to read is actually a Chinese poem. I'm going to read it first in Chinese and then in English. It's called Once Upon a Time Things Were Slow by Mu Xin. 从前慢，作者木心。记得早先少年时，大家 诚诚恳恳，说一句是一句。今早上火车站，长街黑暗无行人，卖豆浆的小店冒着热气。从前的日色变得慢，车马邮件都慢。一生只够爱一个人。从前的锁也好看，钥匙精美有样子。你锁了，人家就懂了。Okay, and now I'm going to read it in English. I couldn't find an English translation for this poem, but I loved it so much that I decided to translate it myself. So it's called Once Upon a Time Things Were Slow by Mu Xin. I remember in my youth, everyone was sincere. People meant what they said. Early morning at the train station, streets dimly lit and empty, stretching into the distance. Steam unfurling from stalls selling hot soya milk. Once upon a time, the sunlight was slow. Carts, horses, letters were all slow. A lifetime only long enough to love one person. Once upon a time, locks were beautiful, keys delicate in their appearance. And once something was locked, we knew what that meant. Thank you. And finally I'm going to read some haiku, which are very short Japanese poems, which usually focus a little bit on nature. They capture a particular moment or an idea, and they have a kind of strict 5-7-5 syllable structure. So to illustrate the structure, I will read the first one, which is called Try. Try, 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 try. Try, 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 and you will succeed. Number 2, birds. Birds swirl overhead. The moment feels momentous, a cyclone of life. 3, monkeys. Monkeys at the zoo enjoy throwing food to the people in cages. 4, small boy. Small boy sits alone, whispers secrets to insects before he kills them. 5, universe. The universe has a lot of planets in it. Infinity rocks. 6, clouds and birds. The clouds and the birds have no need of words, for they write with flight instead. 7, soup. Subsisting solely on soup makes you feel warm and liquidy inside. Okay, no worries. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tab, and thank you particularly for reading that poem in Chinese. It's really beautiful. We had poems in Spanish and Polish today, and now a poem in Chinese, beautifully translated by Tab. Many thanks. The next reader, Lorna Martin.